Imagine a Tuesday, just an average Tuesday like any other. The sun is shining, people are going about their day, completely unaware that for someone, everything is about to change. You stop for gas after work, the usual end-of-day routine, tired, maybe a little stressed, but nothing out of the ordinary. You buy a lottery ticket on a whim, a spur-of-the-moment decision fueled by a fleeting thought of, what if? And then you promptly forget about it. The ticket gets tossed into your wallet, lost amongst receipts and forgotten coupons. Days pass in a blur of work, errands, and the mundane rhythms of daily life. The lottery ticket remains tucked away, a dormant possibility. Saturday night rolls around and you idly check the winning numbers online. Maybe you're curious, maybe you're bored, but you certainly aren't expecting anything. You remember the forgotten ticket and decide to check your numbers just for fun. As you compare, your hands begin to shake, a tremor of disbelief running through you. One by one, every number matches. An impossible coincidence, a dream come true. In a single earth-shattering moment, your world explodes into something unrecognizable, a kaleidoscope of possibilities and anxieties. Disbelief hits first, a wave of denial washing over you. You check again and again and again, each time expecting to find a mistake, a cruel trick of the light. You need confirmation, so you ask someone else to confirm, desperate for an objective perspective. It's real. Impossibly, undeniably real. Euphoria floods in, a tidal wave of pure, unadulterated joy. Sudden, overwhelming, almost painful in its intensity. You are rich, beyond your wildest dreams, not just comfortable but generationally wealthy, set for life and beyond. The future stretches before you, limitless and bright with possibility. No more debt, the crushing weight lifted from your shoulders. No more bosses, no more answering to anyone but yourself. No more compromises, no more settling for less than you deserve. You imagine telling your loved ones, sharing the incredible news and their joyous reactions. Walking away from your job, the sweet taste of freedom filling your mouth. Buying the house you've always dreamed of, a sanctuary of comfort and luxury. Taking the trip you've always longed for, experiencing the world in all its glory. For a few hours, the money is a magical key that unlocks every door, a passport to a life without limits. But beneath the joy, a subtle unease begins to stir. Anxiety creeps in, a nagging voice whispering doubts and fears. The number is staggering, almost incomprehensible in its magnitude. $100 million, $200 million, a sum that redefines the very meaning of wealth. It's hard to even comprehend the sheer scale of it, the weight of such responsibility. What do you do now? Where do you even begin? Who do you tell? Who can you confide in with such a life-altering secret? Can you truly trust anyone, or will newfound wealth change the dynamics of every relationship? Suddenly the ticket feels dangerous, a fragile piece of paper holding immense power and potential peril. The world outside, once familiar and comforting, now seems full of potential threats and expectant faces, each with their own agenda. The dream has come true, the impossible has happened, but it's brought something else along with it, something unexpected and unsettling. A sense of unease you can't shake, a shadow lurking behind the bright lights of fortune. You realize your life has changed forever, irrevocably altered by this single stroke of luck in ways you can't yet imagine, both good and bad, expected and unforeseen. The fantasy of instant liberation is real, the chains of financial constraint broken, but so is the weight of what comes next, the responsibility of managing such a vast fortune. You're not just holding a ticket, a piece of paper with winning numbers, you're holding a secret that could change everything, for better or for worse. The first night after winning, you barely sleep, your mind racing with a million thoughts and possibilities. You wonder, is this a blessing, a gift from the universe, or the start of something you can't control, a descent into chaos and uncertainty? The answer you'll soon learn, as the dust settles and the reality of your situation sinks in, is both. A complex tapestry of joy and anxiety, freedom and responsibility, a life forever changed. At first it's exhilarating, a rush of pure, unadulterated joy washes over you. The world seems brighter, possibilities endless. You quit your job, finally unshackled from the daily grind. You buy the dream car, the one you've always coveted, feeling the leather beneath your fingertips. You move into a mansion, a sprawling estate that seems to stretch on forever. Each room echoes with the promise of a life well lived. Friends and family celebrate your success, toasting champagne under crystal chandeliers. For a moment, life is a highlight reel, a montage of perfect moments. But then, the requests start, subtle at first, a gentle nudge, then relentless, an unending barrage of notifications and demands. A cousin needs a loan, a small investment to get back on their feet. An old friend reappears, brimming with a can't-miss business idea, seeking your invaluable expertise and of course funding. You want to help, to share your good fortune, so you give, believing in the best of intentions. But the requests multiply, each one more urgent and demanding than the last. Word spreads like wildfire. You're the solution to everyone's problems, the endless well of resources. Your days fill with pitches and pleas, each one vying for your attention and your money. Saying no feels impossible, burdened by guilt and the fear of disappointing those you care about. The joy of giving, once a source of genuine happiness, turns into a heavy obligation, a constant drain. The money that promised freedom becomes a new job, one you never wanted, a relentless cycle of managing expectations and finances. Relationships shift, subtly at first, then with a stark and unsettling clarity. Every call, every message comes with an expectation, a hidden agenda lurking beneath the surface. The gate on your estate feels less like luxury, a symbol of success and security, more like a fortress, a barrier against the outside world and its endless demands. You start screening calls, letting them go to voicemail, hoping to buy yourself a moment of peace. You find yourself dreading the next ask, the next favor, the next drain on your resources and your soul. The freedom you dreamed of is replaced by isolation, a gilded cage of your own making. You can go anywhere, jet-setting across the globe to exotic locales, but you're trapped by demands, tethered to your wealth and the expectations it carries. The golden handcuffs are real, a tangible symbol of your gilded prison. You have everything, the material possessions most people only dream of, but your autonomy is gone, sacrificed at the altar of wealth. Wealth has bought comfort, a life of ease and luxury, but it's also bought a new kind of prison, one built of expectations and obligations. You wonder if you'll ever feel truly free again, if you can ever escape the weight of your own success. The emotional ride is wild, a true roller coaster of highs and lows. It's a journey filled with unexpected twists and turns, testing your resilience and challenging your perspective. At first, you're on top of the world, basking in the glow of your newfound success. Ecstatic, invincible, you feel like you can conquer anything, that the possibilities are endless. But the high fades, as all highs eventually do. Anxiety creeps in, a subtle unease that begins to gnaw at your confidence. You're suddenly the CEO of You Inc., responsible for every decision and its consequences. You hire advisors, juggle investments, trying to navigate the complex world of wealth management. Worry about mistakes, about losing what you've gained. Paranoia follows, whispering doubts and suspicions in your ear. Who can you trust? It becomes a constant question, a nagging uncertainty. Is your team helping you or themselves? Are their intentions genuine or are they driven by self-interest? Stress becomes constant, a relentless companion that shadows your every move. Requests, demands, privacy loss, the erosion of your personal space, and fear of being targeted keep you up at night, fueling insomnia and anxiety. Old friends drift away, unable to relate to your new reality. New ones seem interested in your money, not you, their eyes gleaming with dollar signs. Surrounded by luxury, you feel alone, isolated in your opulent prison. The happiness you expected slips away like sand through your fingers, replaced by confusion and even depression, a heavy weight on your soul. You wonder, I have everything, all the material possessions I could ever desire. So why do I feel so empty? Why does this void persist despite my wealth? The structure and purpose of your old life are gone, leaving you adrift and without direction. The ticket didn't just buy wealth, it bought a whole new set of problems. It bought an existential crisis, a profound questioning of your existence and its meaning. Winning the lottery paints a target on your back, your name goes public. Strangers find your address, show up at your gate, send desperate letters. Requests escalate, some become aggressive, even threatening. You build walls, grow suspicious, lose the pleasure of simple interactions. Worse, you face real threats, scams, extortion, even crime. Security becomes your new obsession. Your home feels like a fortress. The freedom you imagined is replaced by fear and vigilance. The jackpot has made you rich, and a prisoner of your own fortune. The dangers are real. Abraham Shakespeare won $30 million, gave generously, and was murdered by someone he trusted. Jack Whittaker won $315 million, faced robberies, lawsuits, and family tragedy. He wished he'd torn up the ticket. William Bud Post won $16 million. His brother hired a hitman, he lost it all, and died broke. These aren't rare stories. They're a pattern. Sudden wealth accelerates problems and attracts danger. It exposes the dark side of human nature, both in others and in yourself. The dream can quickly become a nightmare. Without a plan, the jackpot is often a curse. The most insidious damage is to trust. Suddenly you question everyone's motives, even those closest to you. Small comments from friends or family become sources of suspicion. You stop sharing, become guarded, and relationships grow tense. New connections feel impossible. You wonder if anyone likes you for you. Loneliness sets in, even in a crowd. Money can buy almost anything, except genuine love and trust. The final cost of the jackpot is often the relationships that once made life worth living. If you ever win, don't panic. There's a way through. First, do nothing. Secure the ticket, stay silent, and protect your anonymity. Next, assemble a team. A fee-only financial advisor, a tax attorney, and an estate lawyer. Let them build a fortress around your fortune and your privacy. Plan your new life. Find purpose, set boundaries, and decide how you'll handle requests. Consider therapy to manage stress and isolation. Connect with others who understand your challenges. Protect your privacy fiercely. Use trusts if possible. Remember, money is a tool. Used wisely, it can bring happiness and security. With care, your win can be a new beginning, not a tragic ending.